Reasoning for coming here was to get closure and get some answers about some things that had happened in the past.
Why she did what she did and didn't do what she didn't do.
Exactly.
Okay, how about you, Nova?
Absolutely the same thing. I think it's very important to get clarity because we all know our side, but we don't know what her thought process was or what she had thought was okay.
But you're not at all fuzzy about what she did or didn't do, right?
No, absolutely not.
Now, according to Dustin, Chance, and Nova, their mother partied with strangers in the house, had Dustin care for his siblings, and we're talking when he's a teenager. Now, you say she disappeared for 1 to 2 months at a time?
Yes. She told me one day that she had to go to jail for something that she did. And then I guess the story that she told my brother and sister was that she had to have some kind of operation. But she was gone, and I didn't question anything about it. I went to live with my aunt, who was in her late 80s, early 90s at the time.
And you're how old?
I was probably 16.
Okay, so you think she's in jail, you all think she's having an operation?
Yeah.
For 2 months?
Yep.
That's a big operation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She met someone online and wanted to go visit him.
So she took off with a guy?
Yeah.
To Washington.
Okay, now, we talked about locking you guys out of the house.
Yeah.
What happened? She's in the house.
She was in the house. So Chance and I had come home from our father's house, and we had recently had a conversation with her about how we felt as though we were better off living with our father. So when we had come home to go back into the house, we were locked out, and we were told, Sonia said, you're not welcome in the home.
Okay, and you were 13, 14 at the time, right?
Yep.
Okay, and we're talking winter in Ohio, right?
Yes.
So it's cold.
It was cold.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think when you come home and you're locked out of your house?
It was initially a huge shock because all you could think is, you know, what did we do in order for her to not want us in our home?
Now, when you got inside the home, what was it like inside the home? Because I understand the conditions were not pristine.
Conditions of the house, I mean, you would walk up on the porch and you could see roaches running across the porch. You open up the refrigerator, there were roaches in the refrigerator. I don't believe the stove worked because it was full of bugs.
What would you do for food?
We just waited until we got to school and ate there.
School or friends' houses, or I spent a lot of time with friends.
There was times where my friends' parents would go to the grocery store and bring us food to the house because they knew we just didn't have any.
Okay, now you said you had to sneak food into the house in order for them to get it.
Yes.
Because she would hijack it?
Yeah, so I brought food to the house one time, and they told me that she had taken the food and hid it in a room. So then after that, I decided, okay, I'm going to sneak the food in the house so that at least I know that they're getting something so that they can eat somehow.
Because she would come take food from her children's mouths, take it into her bedroom with a boyfriend, and they would chow down while you're out there hungry.
Absolutely.
She's here, by the way, and you haven't spoken to her in 8 years.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go speak to her, but let me tell you guys something. Just know, I don't think of this as a show. I don't think of you being here as being on a television show. I think this is you coming here with a situation in your life that I can use as a teaching tool to create teachable moments in America, because there are families like yours watching right now that are saying, okay, what's he going to say to these kids to make them adjust to this better? What's he going to say to this mother to wake her up? So to me, there's nothing show about this. This is just me doing what I think needs to be done. So I'm going to go back and talk to her. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't want her out here yet. Because to be honest with you, she, in my opinion, based on all the research that I've done, and I've been through like a 250-page notebook about this situation, and she needs to earn the right to sit with these children. She needs to earn the right to sit with these children. So the next thing that's going to happen is I'm going to go backstage and talk to Sonia and find out what she really says happened 8 years ago when her children claim she packed up, took off, and just left them behind. You come here, you better be prepared to tell me the truth or do not come here. Either tell me the truth or stay your ass home, one of the two. We'll be right back.